Say hello.
No. What can you see, Julian?
Please let it be me.
We're jigsawing.
Yeah, we're jigsawing. I'm running out of things to do with these bloody seconds too. Everybody's Oh, hi there. Cheers.
Cheers.
And I just felt like...
Tongs. No, I'm joking.
That's so bright. For about a week. Where's my filter gone? And I think after 2 days, I texted her and said, well, and she went, he's still here.
I love it. We've spoken on the phone.
Well, yeah, but you get no bloody signal at his hand.
That is very true.
I told her she's got to go. She's got to go.
Getting our jammies and sit in the front room and just have tea and biscuits. Yeah. Oh, or beer. Yeah?
Me and George.
Sorry. It's a video, sorry.
Oh no, it's a video.
This is lovely.
It's lovely, isn't
This is
it?
really nice.
This is alright, isn't it?
Perfect room for chilling.
Yeah. Brilliant, isn't it? They've got all the games. They've got a whole cupboard of games.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
What's wrong with that one?
It's Churchley.
Alright, Dave.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Nella.
No, I heard it.
I loved it. I was out of this world. It really made me lol. Look at this tall person. It made me lol in Woodley. It made me lol in Woodley.
You thought that you were going to write this down later.
Yeah, and then I'm going to really have
That's going to be another
poem.
Oh, that's lovely. Go on then, Ella.
That's really nice.
Which is about 40 years old, and you put a thing on it.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe I can put any Peter Kay in my wedding sleeve.
Wedding! Hooray! Okay, yeah, I love these. Bit vintage. A little bit vintage. You look lovely. I love you.
Where are we going then?
So is
We're on our way
when, like, a
to
river
Bury
floods
St
and
Edmunds
it
to the
deposits-
Athenaeum.
Deposits loads of sediment on
The Athenaeum.
What are we going to do there then?
What my main
Kate
concern is
and
all
Alex
the
are going to
soil
get
that's
married.
evaporated farmers' fields.
Right.
Right, I'm just going to check what's happening.
Okay.
Ship away.
Hello. Sorry.
And see you on now.
Yeah. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, George was like, is it vintage
smile.
three-piece suit? Okay. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Married woman.
Hello, Julian. Julian.
He's really tired.
Oh, bless him.
Aren't you?
Okay.
We walked in there.
Crack on.
It's too warm. Or even Horringer Church, seeing as it's right next door.
Oh, you did find the church, didn't you, George?
Okay, so everyone this way.
Hello.
Wave. It's Andy practicing his speech.
How's it going?
Speech. How you feeling? Tell Dave how you feeling. Tell Dave.
I'm not feeling that great at the minute, actually.
I'm sure it'll be
Go
fine.
hard when this is over, this bit,
Yeah?
and then I'm going to go on a fucking bender.
I'll see you there.
Picture transport.
Canada. But they're not actually that.
Marketable to be to do the contracting.
Yeah.
My caesarean section. Well, when I held her in my arms for the first time, she was so beautiful, just perfect. Of course, there is the bit of her life between then and now. There is a whole catalogue of events, disasters, tears, joy, and more disasters. From a small child, she was very demanding, trust me. Couldn't take your eyes off her for a second. I think the main problem was that she didn't really do toys. They were just not interesting. Turn the page. Or stimulated enough.
Right, I might keep this shorter than I was originally planning then. So, firstly, thank you everyone for coming and watching me cry, because that's awesome. You laughing at me as well. That's good. Julian, let's try this. Julian. I'm having no luck there either. Right, so I've managed to put myself off my train of thought. I've had Julian pick me off my train of thought. So, what I really should do is thank you all again for coming. Also, I know there are a lot of people that would have liked to have been here that cannot be here. So I'd like to propose my first toast to absent friends. This is going really well, isn't it? It's children. You're all right. I was going to do a thing about not being heckled, but that went out of the window with the crying. I figured no one would cry, and then.
On behalf of all of you, me and my new family and my family, thank you so much for coming together and being able to share this day with us. I wasn't sure if there'd be a microphone, so I think you can all hear me. If you can't, don't worry, the silence from the front will reassure you that you're not missing out on anything. As most of you are, only until very recently, bearing in mind I am now 27, that I found out to my horror that Kate had at some undetermined point accidentally on purpose stepped on and crushed my dear Brian, and had, with no qualms as to her morals, tipexed the shell of a complete imposter. The childhood trauma did not stop there. Katie was a huge fan of the rolled up wet tea towel at the back of the calves at dishwashing time. She found a particular glee in locking me in the upstairs bathroom for hours on end. She also took great delight in telling me that my new Ken doll, who had, recently gone to a huge effort to find a job, take out a mortgage, fathered several children to Barbie, in fact fancied other men. However, the creme de la creme, the trick she took the most delight in playing during the evenings at our childhood house. We had a very large garden. We were very fortunate to have a big house that we grew up in. We had a top lawn and a bottom lawn, very posh. The bottom lawn went down quite far, down to a field, and she's she's laughing now. She knows this one. So the bottom lawn, she convinced me every bloody time or otherwise drag me with her down to the bottom of the bottom lawn, miles from the house. And from any other sign of life where it was very dark and still in the evenings. And she'd turn around and she'd grab me and she'd say, "Sophie, the wolves." And I would absolutely shit myself and run to the house, screaming every single time with her laughing her head off behind me. It's something I don't think I'm ever really going to get over. The wolves, they're coming. So to that end, young me was always a touch fearful of my older sister, a slightly menacing and ruthless predator who delighted in laughing at my animal friends and mocking my imaginary games. And then she grew up and became a psychologist, which I guess says a lot about that, really. Katie is among the most intelligent and... I can't read your writing here, Kate, you'll have to tell me that. I didn't write it. Katie is among the most intelligent and capable women I know, and if there's anyone you ever wanted and needed in your life as a sister, it's a psychologist, let me tell you that. To say I've been proud of her as an older sister is an understatement. I've endlessly admired her and looked up to her and felt inspired by her drive and her focus and her determination. And as sisters, we've shared hardships and we shared a difficult childhood and many challenges, and through them we found friends in each other. And I say with sincerity that I would not be here where I am today was it not for the love and understanding of my sister. Katie is also, of course, an incredibly capable mother of a gorgeous and smart little boy of whom I am so very proud to be an aunt. Him, over there. Furthermore, she's now managed to find a man whom she can now hold in legal slavery for the rest of his life. Alex, I would recommend from now on staying silent, as anything you do say can and will be used against you. To my inspiration of a sister and her wonderful man, I wish you both endless and enduring happiness. May your partnership be built on warmth, patience, trust, honesty and kindness. May you both grow to be so old together that no one can tell your genders apart. To end, I'd like to read a poem. I've cut a bit out so it's not as long and boring as it was originally. A favourite of mine and Kate's, a poem which was written by Oscar Wilde when he attended Magdalen College at Oxford. Although it was never published, it remains one of his best poems. It's called Love Song. Though the wind shakes lintel and rafter, and the priest sits mourning alone, for the ruin that comes hereafter, when the world shall be overthrown. What matter the wind and the weather to those that live for a day? When my love and I are together, what matter what men may say? I am my love where the wild red roses, where hands grow weary and eyes are bright. Kisses are sweet as the evening closes, lips are reddest before the night. And what matter if death be an endless slumber, and thorns the commonest crown for the head? What matter if sorrow like wild weeds cumber, when kisses are sweetest and lips are red? She and I are as queen and master. Why should we care if people groan? Neath a despot's feet or some red disaster shatter the fool on his barren throne? What matter if prisons and palaces crumble, and the red flag floats in the piled up street? When the sound of the cannons rumble, the voice of my lady is clear and sweet. For the worlds are many and we are single, and sweeter to me when my lady sings, than the cry when the east and the west worlds mingle, for the clamour of battle and fall of kings. So out of the reach of tears and sorrow, under the wild rose let us play, and if death and suffering comes tomorrow, I have your kisses, sweetheart, today. Ladies and gents, please join me in raising our glasses to Kate and Alex.
Well done, Santa.